Hello everyone, good afternoon. So today is 5th of December 2018 and you're going to have like 30 minutes for this webinar. So we'll first look at something simple here. There's some writings here which I did earlier today, that to get $5 bonus you need to tell this code to your account manager. I also did mention that you need to have a classic account with Fresh Forex. Then the $5 bonus is real and can be withdrawn, but then the funds will be in your account after 3 days. So this does not refer to when the money, if you withdraw, this is when the money is supposed to be deposited into your Fresh Forex Classic account. So it's going to be how to trade consolidations in the Forex market. As you can see here, there's what are consolidations, and then we are also going to look at when to expect consolidations, and then you're going to combine consolidations with trends and breakouts. So those are the things we're going to look at. But then before we start, we need to first check as support what looked at last week here. Last week we actually looked at support and resistance and how to trade support and resistance. This is the diagram we had before here. Give me a second here. Actually came to this chart like this, then we drew that resistance line. That is a resistance, another resistance line, another resistance line. The price went above, it retraced back to the same level, and we said this was supposed to be a very good buy place. So this is just a resistance line being broken becomes a support place for perfect buying. We also looked at next one. We also did look at cases where support is being like this one here. We look this as a support line, another support, then place below everything. It traced back to the same place before we recommended a sell there. So this is what we said last week, and this is the template of what we used. We said that to trade support and resistance, you need to get the one that is consistent, like it has been holding previously. We have this support there. There's a support there. We also saw this a good support. That's a good support. Then there's a break below it. Price retraced back to the same place, and this is a very good sell place. So this is what we looked at last week. Today we are going to look at consolidations. We'll first start by looking at what is consolidations and when do they occur mostly. So from what I've researched myself personally, consolidation is when there's no clear direction. When there is no clear direction. When there is no clear direction. Neither going up, we are neither going up or down. So let's check a real chart to see what that means. Like in this case, we have, scroll. There is this here. We see something like this. There is a move downwards, then there's a retracement, there's another move downwards, then there is this one here. We have that list there. This is consolidation. Price continues down, then we see some consolidation not clear, and then on the other side price goes up like that. Then we see this consolidation here. There is also another consolidation on the far end. There is also consolidation. So that's basically what consolidation is, when there is no clear direction. Anytime you are trading a chart and then you cannot find direction, instead you see price consolidating, it's moving, so there are some boundaries to it, like it can't go below this level, I can also not break above this level temporarily. That time when the price is within that zone, we are saying it's consolidating. Like here we have this place here. This is also consolidation. There is no clear direction. We also have that place. This is also consolidation. Then we also place there. This is also consolidation. We also have something minor here, which is also consolidation. So as you can see here, this is the ones we call consolidation. There's a clear move from this point up to that point. There was a clear move. Then it has some consolidation place. Then there's this clear move. Then there's consolidation. There's a clear move up. There is that move up. Then you have consolidation. Then we extended higher before we saw this consolidation here. So there's something you should be observing by now, that anytime there's a clear direction, what follows next is a consolidation. Like in this case here, we have to keep using this. Anytime there's a move on the lower side, there's a move upwards, it's followed by some consolidation there. Then anytime there's a move up, we see a consolidation. So from now onwards, anytime anything like consolidation, that's what I'm referring to. I'm actually saying that there was no clear direction at that time. So yeah, so look at this, sorry. So as I was looking, let's still look at more examples. What consolidation basically means is when there is no clear direction. At that time, you say the price is consolidating, like in this case here. From that point to the lower side, we see there's this bearish move here, but then after that we don't see any other direction. This consolidation. Then you also see a move to the lower side, and there's some consolidation. So the entire place, this one, somebody could say this is a basically retracement, but then if you look at it properly, this is a consolidation, price consolidation. We also saw that move to the lower side, which was followed by a small consolidation. There is also this lower side, which has been followed by an unclear direction here. There is also that move to the lower side there, which was again followed by some small consolidation there. We also saw this move, a move to the lower side, which was again followed by consolidation. Yeah. So what this means is simple. If you're looking at a chart, don't just look at a chart like this are down. Somebody could come to this chart and start saying that these are down, that you're supposed to be selling. But from my experience, you need to know that there are consolidation within any trend. Price tends to move before consolidating. It moves, then it consolidates. Something like this. You'll see a move to the lower side. Then at some point, instead of proceeding even lower, the price begins to move like that. It is this move that we now call consolidation, when you don't clearly define direction. Then the price again proceeds down like that. Then it begins to consolidate. No clear direction before it venture to go to the lower side. So we focus, that was a bearish. Let's look at if there's one on the bullish side. There is this one here. That's that one. So at this point, this is an uptrend. We have an active uptrend from this point upward. There is this uptrend. So in any trend, just as we've said, there has to be consolidations within that trend. And your job is to ensure you get consolidation within the trend, the main one. Like in this case, this move upwards, which was again followed by consolidation there. Okay, like that. We also have a move up. Sorry, we see this move to the upper side there, which was again followed by some side consolidation. This is consolidation there. We also saw this move upwards, a very active move to the upper side. Then there's consolidation there. Then we also saw this move upward, which is again followed by consolidation, something like that. Then we also have this move to the upper side there, which is followed by some consolidation. As you can see, we have that move there. We also have that one. So the entire place, this is called consolidation. You don't disregard momentum you're trading. And there is something which I need to say, that ensure you understand the beginning of consolidation and the end of it, like the highest place that consolidation reaches and the lowest place it reaches. Like we have this place here, this is the lowest the consolidation reached, the lowest point, the lowest level. Then you also have the upper level there. You have the upper level, sorry, upper level. Then we also have this place here, this one there. This is the lower level. We use an abbreviation, lower level. And then we also upper one, which is upper level. So that will put up upper level. Then the price proceeds even higher before we see another consolidation there. So your job is simple. Anytime you look at a chart like this, you find that there's this trend upwards. Ensure you can trace this consolidation, and even better, ensure you find the upper level, the ultimate place where assuming this consolidating, the price goes down, then retrace up, it goes down, then retrace up, it goes down, then retrace up, and it goes down. So basically, these are flag formation, but it's itself called consolidation. Your job is to know the highest place. Understand these areas very well. Sorry, I need to give them a different appearance. I will give them red. Understand these places there, understand that place, and also ensure you understand this place very well. Also the lower side, understand that place, understand that place, understand that place. So the moment price breaks above the upper one, you actually supposed to look for a move even to the upper side. We also have this one here, we are supposed to listen to the lower one, also understand this point. Then you may also have to understand this point here. There's also this one. Also on the upper side we have that, we also have these places. So basically somebody could be buying at this point and selling here, could be buying here and selling on that trend line. But the best is to wait for price to break above where the price is consolidating up to, then you pick a buy in that direction. So that's another case. Or we save this screenshot, we may want to use it. Just a second. Still okay. Still okay. I hope this is being recorded clearly, so that we have it. Yes. So we've looked at the upper trend. There's also this part here. We're going to tons of examples. We don't just look at one example and leave it at that. Also do this here. So this uptrend here, then price consolidated somewhere. We moved even higher. It retraced back to the same place, and it moved even higher than this consolidation. We also saw this consolidation, and you also saw this consolidation. So in any trend, your job is simple. Know exactly where the ends, the limits. In this case, we have this. We have. Let's start from this side here. We have that one. This is the highest place it consolidated up to. Then this is the lowest place. We also have the lowest place there, and then there's also the highest place. Then there's also highest place on this point, and then there's the lowest place. There's also the highest place here, and then there's the lowest place. So something which you need to say here is that anytime you identify consolidations, like in this case there's this consolidation, is the lower one, ensure you get the extreme ends. Understand these areas very well. Get the extreme ends, understand them. So such that anytime the price breaks below any of these, then that will be a very, very good trade towards that direction that's broken to. Like in this case, assuming you see a move like that, then price retraces back to where it was consolidating to. That's the best place to sell from. We also have another example there. Already I have them indicated. There is this minor consolidation here. The price could not go above it, down. Something like that. Let me use as price went up, then there's that consolidation, it came down, then came back again to the same place, and we saw this consolidation, then down, then there's a break above it. So anytime you identify consolidations around a key level, this is the key level, and I'll give it a different appearance. Anytime you identify consolidations around a key level, the price breaks of that key level, you can see a second consolidation, like in this case this consolidation, then this is always the best place to buy from. Sorry, this is always the safest and the best place to buy from. So that is just one thing we need to write on this, that this is, let's just write best place, sorry, and the template, the font is big, best place, best buy place. So you first of all come and identify consolidation within a level, then you draw a line, like in this case there are these two lines, we have that upper line, we also have that upper line, then we see this consolidation here, there's another one, then there's a breakout candle, one big candle opens below everything and closes above everything, then that you now see consolidation, this consolidation here. This is always the safest place to buy from. If you can identify consolidation in any chart, just any chart you see consolidation, then price breaks above that place where price is consolidating, then on retracements back to the same place, that's always the best place to look for that buy. There is also that there, where we see a massive move upwards. There is the move. We are seeing this move upwards, then it has been followed by some consolidation there, and then somehow price breaks above it, the breakout candle, the one I've just mentioned here. So after that breakout, what we need to wait for is another consolidation above it, something like this, then you pick that buy upwards. So also this, the best place to buy is after the consolidations that happens above the level. So this is also a best buy place, best buy. There's another thing there, let's look at something. So we'll look into all this. First let's explain the plate here. So this is what I was trying to say from the very beginning, that anytime you see a trend, this is a downtrend, in this case we have a trend that opens here and closes on the lower side. What we do is simple. Trend does not always move with one big candle opening, closing to the lower side. There has to be retracements. Like we see a move, an impulsive move to the lower side, then there's a correction, an impulsive move, and then there's a correction, there's an impulsive move, and then you have a correction, and then there's an impulsive move to the lower side. So what normally happens is this. Just a second. What normally happens is this, that this which you are calling correction actually do not happen with one big candle. Price tends to consolidate within this place before eventually it spike the lower side. So you'll see a consolidation here, price consolidates, then it moves to the lower side, it consolidates like that, and it moves to the lower side, something like this. You'll see like price will go down like that red candle, then you'll see moves like this, one big candle going up, you'll see something like this. These are called consolidations. Eventually it continues to the lower side. So you are also likely to see something like this, price consolidating there, and you see a move to the lower side, it may consolidate again, then you see a massive move to the lower side. So your job is simple. Ensure you can trace the limits for consolidation. Like if the low one is like that, ensure you have that. Also ensure you have this, and also you can have this one. Ensure also that you know this, and also you understand this one. So in any trend, know that either within this massive impulsive move, or we are consolidating upwards, and that consolidation may be just a retracement, therefore a very good or sell place. Sorry, this should be you're supposed to sell there. This is the first one. Sell here. Then this one you're supposed to sell there. You're supposed to sell here. Then also you're supposed to sell here. So as you can see, I'm not focusing on buy at the moment, despite the fact that the consolidations now show us chances for buying. We are focusing only on sell positions. What this means is simple, that if the trend is downwards, like if you listen to my webinar, like the one we had previously some months ago, some weeks ago, we said that as long as the trend is downwards, anything that has to be downwards, look for sell positions, look for sell and wait for this. Those retracements normally happen in form of consolidations. You'll find the price consolidating, it goes down, then it consolidates again, then you're supposed to be selling. So something which you need to put down somewhere. Sell trend. We move to the next one where the price now moves upward. So this is exactly opposite what we said the other one. You can see we have an active trend to the upper side. There's an active trend. So with the other one, where do you expect consolidations when the price is moving to the upper side? You look for retracements. Another retracement here. Like the price will move up, and then it begins to consolidate. It moves again up, and then it consolidates. That, then it continues even higher, and then you see this consolidation. So as we move the downtrend, anytime you see something like this, you are in an uptrend, you see an active uptrend, define these areas very well. Come and draw limits, draw a line like that, then also draw a line like that. That means where the price is consolidating. You also come and draw a line there, to draw a line like that, also draw a line there, and also you draw another on the upper side. So your job will be simple. If the trend is upwards, look for the lowest place that consolidation has gone up to. Like in this case, there is this place that could be a very good buy place. That is a buy. We'll also look for a buy there. We'll also look for a buy there. So we need to put there that you buy here. You also buy there. Buy here. Then you'll also buy here. So I'm not saying you're supposed to sell because the trend is upwards. Anytime, as we mentioned previously, anytime you see a move up, the trend is overly upwards, don't look for any sell position on that such a trend. Instead, wait for those things that are showing you a sell, then you buy in the direction of the trend. As you can see, basically I could also call this one retracements. In this case, consolidations also be retracements. Consolidations could also be retracements and potential buy places. So you need to give it a good appearance. This is something you need to note down, that time there's a trend to the upper side and identify these consolidations there, like there we've just done. Then what you should be doing is to wait for price to retrace up to the limit. Then you pick that trade. Retrace, then you pick that trade. Retrace, then you pick that. So what this means, you're supposed to buy here, and that place I'm saying is supposed to buy is end of retracement. End of retracement. We also have that place, end of retracement. Then end of retracement. Sorry, we need to put that somewhere. That is end of retracement. End of retracement. So if you don't understand what end of retracements, maybe I should need to explain that. Anytime there's a trend upwards like that, we see a move like that. This peak here is the beginning of retracement. Then this retraces like that. Then the end of that the red bar, this one, red arrow, the end here is the end of retracement. So I think that's also something we need to note so that you don't get confused. There is this end of retracement, end of retracement, end of retracement. Then you have beginning of retracement, beginning of retracement, retracement. So this is also something that we need to put down somewhere so we can refer to it in the future also. Buy trend. So we've already looked at this now. We now want to look at real chart to see if indeed these retracements are actually consolidation, and if these retracements are actually real consolidations, and if these ones are actual consolidations. We move straight to the real chart. Already had some made here. There's this one here. So from this point here, where I'm having my cursor, there is this point here. To this point, this is a downtrend. So as you can see, just mark that part alone. There's that point there. See this move onwards. We'll give it red. Then there's consolidation. See the move lower. Then there's retracement back. So it is this aspect, this one here. This is called consolidation. This proceeds down there. Then we see consolidations. Then price proceeds even lower. Then there's this big consolidation to the upper side. So all this is the place to sell from. You need to learn to identify this as a sell place. Maybe we'll do a webinar in the future to specify that. It's also this sell place. So sell here. Sell place. Then you also have this one as a sell place. Sell place. We also have this being a very good sell place there. Sell place. So it will be simple. Anytime there's a trend like this, you can see a trend. You wait for price to retrace back to the maximum place, and that retracement is normally not one main candle. It could happen with several numerous candles. So you identify the end of it before you look for a sell. Even this is consolidation, though it's small, but it's consolidation. There is that one. The price consolidated before actually it headed to the line. So I think this is also something which you need to also put here. So I'll have all these things that I'm developing placed on the here so that you'll be able to download them. Sell trade. So we move to the next screenshot. We have this one here. This is a big trend up. Then there is this consolidation. We also have another trend up. Then there's another consolidation. Then price moved up. Then you see this consolidation here. So your job will be simple. Ensure you understand where these things are. Get these consolidations very well. And if this is the beginning, this is the lowest place, also get the highest place such that the moment price breaks above them, you are continuing upwards. To the real chart. So we want to create a good template for what we just said. Let's go down to see bar, so no line chart. Then we'll use good screenshots, something like that. So on this side, there's something we've said that anytime trend moves up, there's a trend at the lower side. Expect something like this. Expect some move like that. Like expect price to begin doing something like this, something like that. And the moment price goes above everything, wait for that retracement, then you pick a sell. So this will make it a different color. Sell here. Sell there. Then you're also going to look at an uptrend. Anytime there's an uptrend like price, you need to check for this place here. Ensure you can find that place. We see things like this. You'll see price consolidating, doing something like this. So this does not mean that the trend is changing downwards. No, it means that we are just retracing to the lower side. Wait for price to break above, trace slightly, then you pick your buy upwards. So that is something you need to put there, that buy here. Buy here. So other areas you need to focus on while this consolidation, you need to check these places here. Check for places like this, because those could be potential buy places. Also check for places like that. Also check for that. Also check for those places like that. Also this one. On the other side, we also have that one. We also have that. We also have that. We also have that. Then there is this one there, there, and there. Then we have a sell. So I think the learn we need to give a different appearance like that. A sell, a sell, a sell. Then you have a sell. Then you have another sell here. So the reason we are selling here is because price has broken below where it was consolidating. So I don't know that should be something, right? We sell because we'll sell here. We'll sell here because price has gone below where it was consolidating. So that should be a different appearance. Then here we will, I think you need to put it on the far side. I need to write this here. We'll buy here, and that here, what I mean by here is this place there, here, because price has gone above the place it was consolidating below. So this is also something we need to, we'll put them there for us to look at in the future. Template 5. So this is just one way of consolidating. The ones we've looked at so far are just one way of consolidating, where we're only looking at the trend. Price tends to consolidate within a trend. This is just one case. The ones we've looked at, price consolidating within a trend. There's also another one where price breaks above or below a level and then consolidates after breaking. Like in this case, we have a key level. This is a key level here, that line. Then as you can see, price goes towards it, then it begins to consolidate somehow like that. Anytime you identify that thing, you don't come and sell here or sell there. Yes, there could be a sell, there could be a sell. Basically, there could be a sell in this place. Let me draw. You may find a sell somewhere here. You may also find a sell somewhere there. You may also find a sell somewhere there. But don't do this sell. It overall trend is upwards, and therefore the day's trade should be upwards. You don't buy, you don't trade against the trend. And also there's this one here. We'll buy there, and this we mark with green. Buy there. You'll also be buying at that point. So we don't buy the first three because they're against the trend. We don't trade. And we need to write there. We don't sell these trades. We don't sell these trades. Sorry. We don't sell. We don't take these trades. Take these trades. These trades because they are counter trend. They are counter trend. Counter trend. So that mark trend because we don't want to sell against the order. There's also the loss idea where we are now supposed to look for buy. I need to mark this there. There is this here. There is this there. So we'll come and say here that we take these buy trades because they are in line with the overall trend. So these are cases where it's upwards. You need to check whether it's consolidating, and then if price breaks beyond such a place, then you look for now a trade in line with the place where in line with the direction of the overall trend. There is this here. Sorry, we move to the next one. There is that one there. So in this case, the trend is downwards. We see the trend from this point here ended somewhere here. So you can see that buy positions here. Somebody could have been tempted to buy here. There. There's also another buy there. There's another buy there. But then we don't buy these ones. Instead, you wait for price to break below everything. Then you look, sell the same place you're supposed to have bought, the same place to the same place. So we will not buy these trades here, but then we'll come and sell these ones because they're overall in line with the trend. So we write here, don't take these buys. Don't take these buys against the trend, but you're supposed to sell this one. Sell these trades in line with the trend. In line with the trend. So this is also something we'll put down. And let's 7. So I hope that should pretty much explain what we were looking at, consolidations. And then we said that if you can remember exactly what we said a few weeks ago, I think 2 weeks ago, we said that anytime there's a level, like we have this level here, and price consolidates above it, you don't come and buy here if the overall trend is downwards. Instead, you wait for price to break below everything, then it should retrace back to the same place where you pick a sell, retrace down, you sell, down, then you pick a sell. So this is what consolidation means. There are other forms of consolidations where you don't exceed the trend, but price is in the same place. Something like this. You may have a resistance line there. You may also have another support here. So price moves in just that place. There's no clear direction. You are likely to see something like this. Also, this is consolidation. So normally you could buy here, you could sell some there. You could do there. You may also sell there. You may also sell there, and maybe you may sell there. But if they sell, there has to be a take profit here. there's that take profit where you pick your profits. Then the day right now breaks below everything. You wait for price to retrace back to the same place you are selling. Sorry, then you now look for the sell further to the lower side, something like this. So we're not like this so much. We've measured on N1, and this is also another good one. Let's write it. Now I need to put it here. That you need to sell here. Save the screenshot template, then it. So we've looked at everything. So the examples here, then all of them we are working blueprint that you buy when you see consolidation, something like this. Wait for price to break above it, then buy upwards. The same thing, consolidation, a break above, then it's supposed to buy somewhere there. We also have this minor consolidation, some minor consolidation, a break below, then we see main consolidation. So this is a sell place. We also look at this here, consolidation, then price breaks above it, and you see a similar consolidation. This is the buy place. You're supposed to be looking for buys here. So sorry, resistance where price is consolidated. It breaks above it, then it continues to consolidate. This is also another good buy place. We've looked at that already. So that brings us to the end of today's overview. I believe you learned something important other than what you looked at last week. You added just something a bit what we learned last week, which is breakouts and also the support and resistance. We learned how to do support and resistance last week, but now we've incorporated something else, which is consolidation to it. We don't only look at support and resistance levels, but then we'll also look at how price was consolidating around that line. So that is the end of today's webinar. There is something which I need to say here. I believe I mentioned it. If you're not starting, you can still look at it now. There's something I said here that to get a 5, you need to tell this code. The code is profit to your account manager. So you'll be given $5 in your account after 3 business days, but then you need to have a classic account with threshold breaks, and then the funds are real and can withdraw. So thank you very much. See you again